Good morning. So today I'm going to show you how I cook in my Instant Pot, because you may remember when I first got it, I ran out of power during the very first cooking. So it didn't look very optimistic back then, but I'm happy to report that I have been cooking ever since and it has not happened again. So touch wood, I'm very happy. I have been now way more mindful of how much charge does my battery have. I deploy my solar panel way before it's absolutely necessary, and I'm trying to keep it at 80% at least, and I also got the charger one. Charger one charges my battery while driving. I haven't gotten a new battery that can take the full advantage of the 560 watts yet, but what I have done, because some of you were a bit concerned, Jana, is your alternator gonna be strong enough? I have asked ChatGPT and she tells me that my car has about 130 amp alternator, which is way more than usual. So I was pretty confident that it's going to work. But just to be sure, I borrowed a battery from Leanne. She has the Elite 100, which is the one I am thinking about, and I took it for a ride to see how my car handles it, and my car handles it like a piece of cake. So there was no problem at all. After a little bit of tweaking, I was getting about 584 watts, which is awesome. I can't wait. Also, if I'm near a public power point, I will save my own power and cook there. You can find them at some public barbecues or in some public bathrooms, which, yes, I can hear you, ew, you don't poop where you cook. And that's one of the reasons why I got an extension cord. The other reason is so that I can cook outside, but my battery can stay in its place. I don't have to move it. And actually, speaking of cooking, I was going to make some coffee, but first I have to refill all my water containers for the day. When I was house sitting, I put these two bottles in the dishwasher, and that's been like what, 3 or 4 months. I can still taste the dishwashing tablets from the plastic on the bottles. I don't know what to do with it. I soaked it in vinegar, hot water, whatnot. I thought maybe thyme will help, but this one is still so disgusting. I don't want to drink out of it. Speaking of public PowerPoints, I don't understand why there is no app for them. Like, for example, Campermate or Wikicamps could have a section for public PowerPoints, because I always find them only by accident. And it would be just so handy. Sorry, I had to turn it off because the kettle was making a bit too much noise. So before somebody says using public power outlets is stealing, this pot uses 150 watts for the whole cooking. And in Australian prices, that's about 5 cents. So it's pretty much nothing. But the point is more that there is actually no other option. If somebody set up a station where travelers can come to and do whatever they need and pay for power that they used, I would even pay 2, 3 times, 5 times as much. It's nothing. But unfortunately, this infrastructure has not been created yet. I'm just so happy I made that switch to electric. I don't have to worry about the wind, about the rain. I can just set it up, forget about it, come back later. I love it. Hot. And so I have been mostly cooking soups, stews, of course my semolina porridge. That was very important to me. And lately I have just gotten obsessed with curries. I have made curry so often now, and I have discovered these, where are they? I have discovered all these pastes at the supermarket. Actually, they were on special at Spatchet for only $2.50. And this is not a product placement. I got nothing for free from them. This is the Balinese paste. That's actually so far my favorite. I made it the other day with okay, I always make either potatoes or udon noodles for starch, and then chickpeas or tofu for my protein, and then some veggies, coconut milk, salt, and that's pretty much it. I just put it all in that pot, including the paste, the whole thing, and I just set it for 2 minutes cooking on high pressure. And that's it. I don't have to stir it, I don't have to do anything. Thai masalam, green curry, that's a different brand, but actually for green curry I use this one. Malaysian rendang. Sichuan mapo tofu. And what I like about this is a lot of them are labeled vegan. That's making it easy for me. Thai Penang. I have no idea how most of these tastes, but I'm looking forward to finding out. Malaysian Neonia. What? What the hell is that? But it looks nice on the picture. Yeah, so I have enough curry to last me another week or two. And then I was at Woolworths and they had these dehydrated veggies on clearance, unfortunately. I mean, I just found out about them. It was $2.60 on clearance, otherwise they are $6.50. They also make different kinds. I haven't tried this one yet. This was $6.50. It's a bit steep. It's 40 grams, but actually they reckon it feeds 4 people. I would say it feeds 2. This one I will be trying out today, I think. But this one, oh my gosh, it was so good. I made the Balinese curry with it. It was so creamy and yummy, and I realize I'm late to the party. All the hikers and campers, they already have been using dehydrated food for ages. But I never even considered it because I thought that's really like the last resort. So there's so much traffic today, I don't know what's going on. It's Friday, isn't everybody at work? Everybody go to work, please. And so I totally fell in love with this product and I was like, why do I have to find it when it's discontinued? Did they stop making it? Can I still buy it somewhere? So what I did is I emailed Feinviertel and I'm like, hey, this is an awesome product, I would love to get more, where can I buy it? And by the way, do you sell bulk? Because I would love to buy 2 kgs, for example, that would last me a while. You only really need the 40 grams for two servings really. I have it for lunch and dinner or dinner and breakfast. And they replied that they have a bulk food store that stocks it and I should contact them. So I am not even gonna name that bulk food store, but I did contact them and they told me they are charging $200 for 1 kg. Like, I can't even describe how my jaw hit the floor when I read that. I don't know, if you do the math, this full price at Woolworths was $6.50. It would still work out cheaper if I bought, how many would I have to buy? Like, ChatGPT. If I bought 25 packages of this, I would have 1 kg. It would be cheaper than what the bulk food store was offering. And I was like, what's the point of buying bulk? Like, I'm saving you all the packaging, all the extra labor. It is supposed to be cheaper. I don't know if you did not get the memo. But okay, I went back to the producer and I'm like, okay, that's not gonna work. Do you have any other solution? And they just said, no, at the moment we are trying to support, wait, what was the exact wording? We do support a dedicated group of retailers like that store. No, you support a dedicated group of daylight robbers. I went to another producer. They don't make such a handy mix, so I bought a lot of different veggies and I will mix it together all by myself. And for $200, where I would have gotten 1 kilo there, I got 3.8 kg of dehydrated veggies, including postage. To me, it just makes so much sense now. Like, thank you for the light bulb moment. I'm sad we couldn't make it work, but it really opened my mind to a new world, because veggies is something I struggle a little bit because I don't have a fridge, you know that. What I love about this is that I can really use only what I actually need. I struggle to buy veggies just for 1 curry. Like, I cannot buy half of capsicum and half of broccoli. No, I have to buy it all, and then I usually end up with way too much food. I sometimes buy these frozen veggies, that's 400 grams. It's the smallest amount I can find and it's still a bit too much. The other day I made a golden Japanese curry with this fresh veg from Woolies, which is also 400 grams. So again, it was a bit too much. Thankfully, that day I was camping with Leanne from Aussie Vanlife, and she helped me eat it. And then there is the access to fresh veggies. When I am somewhere in the middle of the nowhere camping, I don't wanna or I cannot go to the supermarket every day or every second day, and this is just so perfect. I can still cook curries even if I haven't been to the shop in weeks, and I'm just so looking forward going to Varura station, for example, and camping there for week or two and not going anywhere. And actually, from what I have ordered, most of the veg actually work out cheaper than they would be at the supermarket, which is like mind-blowing. For example, I have ordered potato flakes, and the rehydrated potato price is coming to $2.50 per kilo, while at the supermarket you can buy fresh potatoes for $5 per kilo. So that difference is pretty insane. And so when the package arrives, I will go through it and we will actually make a comparison on whether it's cheaper or more expensive and by how much. I can't wait, it's gonna be fun. Let's quickly make breakfast because my friend from Exmouth arrived a few days ago. She was escaping the cyclone. So I don't know, she's probably not gonna stay long. She's already crying that she wants to go back to Ningaloo, to Exmouth. So we are gonna go and see the dolphins today. Oh, we are so spoiled, living in such a great place. The other day I was there with Leanne. I took some really good footage of her on the paddleboard and the dolphins all around. It was insane. So let's hope it's gonna be good today as well. Oh, my car goes for a service next week. I've been quoted, well, $4,000, but I went somewhere else, so I'm getting a service for $2,000. But I think it's going to be a bit more because I have some rattling at the front. I don't know if it's the bushes or the shock absorbers. So I'm a bit worried it's gonna be way more than 2,000. And that's why I haven't bought the power station yet, because I'm just waiting how much I will have to pay for this bloody service. But of course my car is my home and it's way more important than anything else. I have to give it the best care. I feel like a witch. Frog legs, eyes of a fly, children's tears. I actually never told you how I cook semolina. I always just kind of expect everybody knows how to, but it's actually not very common in here, is it? I just put on a sugar, coconut sugar, cacao powder and cinnamon in there, and I wait till the milk is kind of hot but not boiling. It must not boil. And then when it's fairly warm, I add, this is my semolina powder in a cinnamon container, but I add maybe 1.5 centimeters of that. So I don't like it too thick, I like it quite liquidy, so you have to be very careful not to put too much. So I can see the steam already, so I need to remember how much. I put my finger there where I want to go. And then carefully whisk it. I use this because it has the holes, so it's spreading it a bit and it's preventing the clumps from creating. But if you have a whisk, that works even better. And now I just wait till it becomes thicker. Okay, I've already turned the pot off because it's getting a bit too steamy. And I just keep stirring it until it's done. And some people like to add butter on the end as well, but I don't. Too much fat. Okay, I will let it cool down a little bit, and while it's cooling it will still become a little bit thicker. Let's get ready to get out of here. Oh my gosh, I'm old. Oh, I almost forget I'm drying my towel. But now we can go. Aww, right at home.
Aww.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. He's so cute. I don't know what would be the closest to here.
I can go there. That's not a problem. So you said you. Oh wait, yeah. You said. You know, with crazy for tofu and edamame alike.
Oh, Ida?
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah.
I would offer you this, but I'm not a chef. It doesn't smell bad, like it smells delicious.
So that's van life. It works best when you have a system that reduces stress. Food that doesn't rot, power that doesn't stress you out, meals that are easy, nutritious and satisfying. That's how van life becomes sustainable, long-term and actually enjoyable. Thanks for watching and I will see you next time.
This is as good a day as any to start the rebuilding of life. The roads that lay open are many when the old one's gone under the knife. And I can